Oh, hello. Come on, sit down. Just going through my book on my interview that I had with a buddy of mine named Buster Johnstone. It's in regards to his new book, or his first book, his only book so far. It's called First Contact 02-2022. We get into what's relevant with that date and how he got there, which is fascinating. Now, I met Buster in 2018 in Pasadena at AlienCon, again at AlienCon 2019 in LA. He would walk around with these two Polaroid photos with these weird fingerprinty things on them and trying to get people's attention. Now, the people he's trying to get attention from are authors and paranormal and ufological experts, they call themselves. He got up and talked to the I think the production staff for Ancient Aliens, who thought, oh, this is really, really cool, we'll call you. That was 2 years ago. Anyway, he was trying to get information on what the heck these things could be. Now, Buster's history, he's had kind of this weird ufological paranormal interaction for most of his life. Very interested in it back when his dad was in the US Air Force, and had a couple of conversations with his dad in regards to ETs, which kind of solidified his belief system in that. And we touched on that in the interview. These photographs, though, when I first saw them, I was fascinated in them. Like, if you know me, you knew I was in the Royal Canadian Mounted Police for 28 years. So I've seen a lot of fingerprints. I've had to take a lot of people's fingerprints. I'm not a fingerprint expert. I can't give an opinion about them. I've never studied that. I know what a fingerprint looks like. Just like we all know what fingerprints look like. We've tried to clean stuff off the refrigerator and windows. We know what fingerprints look like. Well, these are definitely fingerprints, but they're not from humans. They don't have the ridge, all the different ridges and peaks and wherever else those fingerprints guys know about. Well, Buster finally, through MUFON in the US, got contact with a retired FBI agent who is a forensic specialist who does opinion evidence as an expert in fingerprint analysis. Buster says the guy's, he wants $1,500. Sent it to him. The guy called him back, says, yeah, we're going to do this for free. In fact, I got a retired CIA guy who's going to look at them, a couple other law enforcement experts. We're going to look at these things and give you a good report on what we believe these are, because they're fascinating. So they come out with a report. Yeah, they are fingerprints, but no, they're not human, which is all you can say, is you're given an opinion based on your background. So here's what the photographs look like. These are the Polaroids. And if you can see them, anyway, I'll zoom in a bit on them. But this is what the Polaroids look like. These were taken about 25 years ago, left on the back of the chair to develop, and Buster went in, half an hour or so later and saw these prints on them, thought he did it, and threw them in the back of a drawer and didn't look at them again for 20 years. And we get into why he didn't and why he ended up popping them out again. But you can see that they're kind of weird looking. Now, this is, I'll give you a quick clue here. This is a part of his report from retired FBI. You can see what a human fingerprint looks like beside one of the fingerprints from Buster's Polaroid. And the conclusion is, yeah, they're fingerprints. They're just not human. And that's all a guy can say. Because you can't, they're giving an opinion. It's like someone giving an opinion on, yeah, I see this flying disc, but I can't tell you if it's an alien operating it, because that information isn't available. It's a flying disc. My country doesn't have flying discs. Most countries don't have flying discs that travel at these weird anti-physics kind of speeds. But I can't tell you who's operating it, because that information is not available. It's left for us, the consumer, to decide what we believe. So this is the basis of the book. The date itself, this is the date, and we discussed this, of most probable ET contact globally. So they're going to show up, disclosure or not, boom, they're here on this date, a specific date, February 2022. A lot of you know what date that is, because a lot of you have been getting the same date in your dreams, in your downloads. So it's global. So being it is global, I'm sure the governments know that, and maybe this is why things are percolating about disclosure. Well, we'll just have to see. It's only a few months down the road. Let's find out what's going to happen. And if you want to watch the video, again, it's on Patreon right now. The Oracles of James Tyson on Patreon. It's locked down for Patreon subscribers. It'll be out on YouTube about 2 weeks later. And please go to YouTube, The Oracles with James Tyson, and subscribe to my YouTube. Thanks for listening right to the end of this. And I'll talk to you guys soon.